A very good afternoon and welcome out to the middle of Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 Series. Game 1 here at KCC. It is Kowloon Cricket Club Premier up against rivals in Jordan USRC Premier. Both captains out in the middle with third umpire Aftab. It's a KCC home game, so Captain Jamie Atkinson will do the toss and Captain for USRC Shahid Wasif will call. Tail is the call from Shahid, and head it is. So Jamie gets the win first up here. Jamie, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a bat first. So a used wicket was used this morning as well. So hopefully, like last season, get a few runs on the board and then defend them later this afternoon.
Now, no Dan Pascoe, no Chris Carter in the side. I'm looking across at your warm-up soccer match over there. A few new faces for the Premier League T20 this year.
Yeah, so unfortunately, both of those two players are unavailable today. So we've got Shayan Puri coming in for his debut, the successor to Dan Pascoe's throne, and well, still a few years to go with that yet. And Tom Heisinger in to keep instead of Chris Carter today.
I think also this is the first game Fahad Hyatt's played T20 Premier League.
Correct, yeah. He's had a fantastic start to his season for us this year. I know he played for USRC last year, so I'm sure he'll be looking to pick up a few of his old friends. There's a few wickets today.
And Dan Pascoe, 40, Shayan Puri, 16. A bit of difference in age there.
Yeah, absolutely. But Dan is really good with him at training as well. He's been passing on his skills. So hopefully we see Shayan use some of those today and pick up a few wickets as well.
Well, congratulations on winning the toss. Good luck to KCC Premier today in Game 1. We'll have a chat now with USRC Captain Shahid Wasif. Shahid, what would have you done if you'd won the toss?
Would have liked to bat first as well, looking at the used pitch. Yeah, which is fine.
Now, we talked with Jamie about how some changes to the KCC lineup for T20 Premier League. Any changes for USRC this season?
Yeah, we got Sikandars in as a T20 in T20 Premier side, and then we got Jagjeet in, and then Mohammad as a batter. So Sikandar is going to bowl as well. So we have a all-round, in him. So.
Well, good luck today, Captain for USRC Elite, Shahid Wasif. So that's the news from the toss today. We'll be live at 2 p.m. We'll be seeing Kowloon Cricket Premier out with the bat, and Shahid Wasif and his USRC team will be having a bowl. We'll be live from 2 p.m. here at KCC. Join us then. Good afternoon and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong Premier League T20 series. We're underway for 2025. Aaron Bush with you. The men's version from 2 p.m. It is KCC up against Jordan rivals USRC. Jamie Atkinson out in the middle, the captain for KCC Premier, winning the toss, electing to bat first. Number of changes for both sides this season. Marzai is going to open the bowling. He's coming in from the pavilion end. The captain for USRC, Shahid Basif, not wicket-keeping today. You can see him top left of screen in a wideish slip position. Jajit Singh will do the wicket-keeping for USRC today. Muhammad Awais there having a chat to Marzai. Almost ready to get underway just after 2 p.m. here in Hong Kong. Atkinson will take the strike. Same pitch we used this morning for the Women's T20 Premier League game. Good batting track, and a bit on offer for the bowlers as well. Run through both sides as we get the first over underway. It is a Marzai to Jamie Atkinson. Cuts away. Good diving effort. Aftab Hussain at backward point, saved 4 runs. Playing on pitch number 2, which means the offside for Atkinson. Short boundary to the swimming pool pavilion. A big smile on the face of Aftab Hussain. Stand up, drop and run. As Aftab has to come in and do the fielding again, this time staying upright. First runs on the board for KCC. Sunny Bimsaria will take strike. KCC home game, so we'll run through the side for them first. Azaz Khan. Atiq Iqbal, Bubba Hyatt, the big 3 from Cricket Hong Kong, China, back in the KCC side today. Farhad Hyatt playing his first series for KCC in the T20 format. The captain, of course, Jamie Atkinson out in the middle. Jay Davidson, the Namibian nightmare. Oh, swatted away, short boundary. 1 bounce, 2 bounces over the rope, forward of point. And into the officials' area for 4. First boundary for KCC. Nice and wide and short for Sunny this time. Good way to get the runs on the board. Left it alone, it was wide, but he decided 4 runs is better. An angle back in from Marzai, but outside the off stump, his shouldered arms from Sunny Bimsaria. What do we get up to on the side? Also in the side, Mo Khan, not opening in the Premier League. Likely number 3 or 4. Sunny out there in the middle. Wicket keeper today with no Chris Carter will be Tom Heisinger, head coach of KCC, Wakas Barkad playing, of course. And debuting for KCC Premier today, 16-year-old Cheyenne Puri in the side for Dan Pascoe. Onto the thigh pad. Well, Onto that angle in again, bat on ball, takes a single on the leg side. Tidy start so far for KCC. One ball left of the first. A charge from Jamie. He goes, bang! And up and over. Really didn't get all of it, but it's still going to go all the way for 6. Just drops over the top of the rope. Big over to start with for KCC Premier in that T20 series. 12 coming from the first. Benny Parasingh to take the ball for USRC Premier from the bowling club end. Played in the recent All-Stars Series one-day format for Hong Kong, China. Hong Kong, China A, I believe he was in the side for. Bowled beautifully. He's only a few months away from eligibility for Hong Kong itself. Played for Hong Kong in the sixes, where ICC rules don't apply. Two big names, a chance to make a debut for Cricket Hong Kong men's team alongside Sheria Khan sometime later this year. So it's Benny, ball in hand. Sonny Bimsari on strike. He's swinging hard still, gets it onto the leg side. Well fielded at mid-on, so another one in the books. Starting fast here. These two for KCC. Obviously got a big batting lineup. Zaz Khan, Baba Hyatt, Mo Khan. Farhad Hyatt, as we said, playing his first T20 series for KCC Premier. So one carry on through to Judge it. Still with the one slip in place. Well, just a bit of feather with the wrist there from Jamie. Not a full-blooded stroke. No edge on it. Apart from first slip, they've got a deep third, backward point, cover, extra cover, catching position on the turf wicket. Mid-on, mid-off. And we're backward square on the 45. There must be somebody floating out here towards deep mid-wicket, but I can't see them as they're blocked by the 10th. I'd expect that to be the second player out. Oh, pulled away. One bounce for 4 this time. Kept it nice and fine. That backward square on the 45, not even in the show. Would have gone over the top of a leg, slips head. Reset for Benny Paris. Onto the pads. Oh, and a nod. The finger goes up. That's the end of Jamie Atkinson. He has to walk on 11. The first wicket falls for KCC Premier on 17. It was looking good here. And not much of a hard decision there. It's umpire John Prakash at the bowling club end. It's umpire Venkat at the pavilion end. The cameo 11 off 7 deliveries comes to an end as Mo Khan comes to the crease at number 3. No, Bubba Hyatt comes out. Mo Khan being bumped down the order. Bubba Hyatt comes out pretty early with 1 ball left. That was a brilliant delivery from Benny Paras Singh. Shaping back in, watching it live, I thought perhaps striking outside the line, but watching on the replay, very good decision from umpire Prakash. Stayed a little low as well, which is why there was no height issues involved. Very good delivery. USRC strike early. Now, I'll see an adjustment in the way the teams play. They've been playing one-day cricket since last November. Or even longer in the Sunday Elite Divisions 1 and 2. Hasn't been a lot of T20 since then. A lot of 50-over format. We'll see what Bubba does. He starts with a bang. It's up in the air. It's going to just clear. Wasn't far away from carrying there. Mohamed Zaman was the man getting around. He takes the 2. And end of a successful over for USRC. 7 runs coming from it as well after 2. KCC Premier 19 for 1. Marzo to continue for USRC. Sonny, a boundary and a couple of singles to get his 6 off 4 deliveries. No slip in place for Marzo. They want extra fielders. Big top edge. They've got someone down there getting underneath it. Oh, he slips it right at the last moment. Had that covered, and then all of a sudden the feet gave out underway down near the boundary. Again, Mohamed Zaman this time. Again, almost in a catch-up there. The feet go out underneath. It was drifting. The plan almost worked, but in the end, Sonny gets another bet. Oh, again, getting that good angle in. Keeping the batters on their toes. Amarzai against the ones to move away, and those ones to nip back in. Plenty of pace as well. So he's been given the new ball from the pavilion end. They've got that deep fine leg catching position. They've also got a deep square leg, the 2 outside the circle in the power play. But it's a 5-4 leg side field for Sonny. That's gone up over the top of mid-wicket. They had one catching in close, but not in the game, and that's going to go for 4 as well. This deep square leg has to come all the way around. Can't cut it off. Ali Hassan had to come a long way around from deep square leg for this one. Just a little delay as Sonny wants a new bat. 12th man, Dash Vora, runs out a few replacements. Sonny's found one he likes. He's hit 3 4s already, so the bat that's gone wasn't that terrible. Obviously, this one's going to be better, he thinks. 14 off 7 for Bimsaria. Tries to get through. They're going to chance it on the arm. And get good running. The throw, even if it had hit, would have been just a little bit late. Sikandar Zafar with a good pick up and throw. But he had to move to his right. Sonny was off quickly. Bubba also quick between the wickets. He gets down on strike. 2 off 1. He tried to go big off that first one he faced. Didn't go too far away from holing out. Two balls left. Another charge. That's 6. Forget about that one. Short boundary. Didn't matter. It would have been a 6 on a big boundary. Bubba, this time, make sure it comes straight out of the middle. Couple of steps down. Somewhere over there is where he deposited it. Smashed it through extra cover. I think it's taking a little while to recover the ball, to be honest. That's why we're a little bit delayed. Has that one left the ground, has it? I think that one's outside the ground. Whatever it is, nobody's managing to recover it just yet. Okay. Gets himself a replacement ball. 1 ball left. Big over again. Marzo went for 12 in his first. He's gone for 15 so far with 1 ball left of his second. Wait for Jagjeet Singh to get back in place with the gloves on. We can get this final delivery underway. Again, charge, calls a catches, doesn't carry out to Ali Hassan in the deep. He moved around to a forward square position. That's where it went, but wasn't going to carry, so he takes the single. Finish off the over, a big one. 16 runs coming from it. As after 3, KCC Premier, they're going at 11.33. They're 34 for 1. This partnership between Sonny Bimsaria and Bubba Hyatt has only been 7 deliveries, but it's already 18 runs with 2 4s and a maximum. Bubba will be on strike. Benny Paras Singh to bowl his second. He was good in his first. He got the breakthrough. The big wicket of Jamie Atkinson. 1 for 7 off 1. A very good delivery. Just past the outside edge, shaping away. Bit off the seam. He's causing some issues. He's not getting a lot of support at the moment from the other end from Marzai. He's being expensive, but Benny doing what he does, putting the pressure on and trying to find wickets early. Halfway through the power play. Slip stays in place for Benny's bowling, which I think is wise. It's the captain, Shahid Wasif, in first slip. Bubba decides to come down. That, if you heard it off the bat, was pretty big. And that one has gone for a second maximum. Not a short boundary there for Bubba, but he made it look nice and easy. Stayed in his crease for the first one. Almost found the edge, so this time he comes down, negates any movement. Benny saw him coming, dropped it in a bit shorter, but Bubba said, thank you. And it's going to go for a maximum. Both of them now out there in the middle, 15 runs apiece, 24-run partnership. 41 on the board, inside 4. Charges again, goes short boundary on the leg side. 6 more. Back-to-back maximums for Bubba, and he moves into the 20s. Angled into the body this time, and Bubba said, okay, that's fine. We're using pitch 2 today, which is closer to the swimming pool pavilion. I'll just help that one over the top of the square leg umpire's head for 6. What does Benny do now? Saying he wasn't being expensive in his first, but Bubba's making him look a little costly. Pulls the length back again. Now charge again, but decided not to have the big swing through. Charges and straight onto the middle stump. Bit of an inside edge, perhaps. Angle back in, whatever it is. Benny says that's the way you've got to go. It took me for double sixes, but I get revenge. Bubba Hyatt out for 21 as KCC lose their second wicket on 47. Watch on the replay. Can't really tell because of the body, but the fact that Bubba was hitting that one outside off and it's taken his middle stump, I wonder if there was a bit of an inside edge or it just zipped back in that much. Whatever it is, Benny Parasingh's got 2. And Azaz Khan comes out. Platform's looking good. Inside 4 overs, 47 on the board. But 2 wickets down. A little bit troubling. I can see a couple of Cricket Hong Kong China coaches sitting on, watching down below there. Looks very much like Simon Willis and assistant coach Andy Lloyd coming down to watch a bit of T20 Premier League. We've got an international tournament coming up next month in March. Still not sure who's coming for the quadrangular. I've heard some names, but yet to be confirmed. So first head out in the T20 format of the year. And so the coaches are watching on, seeing how their team goes. As I said, Benny won't be available this season, but come September, he'll be eligible, or from June onwards, he'll be eligible for selection for Hong Kong China. The way he's bowling today, not doing himself any harm. 1 ball left to the 4th. Azaz Khan on strike. He eases it. He's calling for 2 as he pushes it through square leg. I'll be happy for 1. And Sikandar Zafar does the slide and does well to keep it to 1. End of the over, 13 runs and a wicket coming from the 4th. KCC Premier, 48 for 2. Marzo to continue. 28 off his first 2. He's getting lots of advice. Even Benny's in there, just letting him know. Might go for a couple of 6s, but get revenge in the end. That's what's important. All the fireworks and everything going on. Sonny Bibsari is still out there in the middle. He's at the non-strikers end on 15. Azaz Khan with that single at the end of the last over will take strike for over number 5. Still not set with the field. Want an extra on the leg side. It's actually a 5-4 leg side field now for Azaz Khan. They've put in a catching mid-wicket on the turf area, a square leg, deep mid-wicket, fine leg, outside down on the ropes, and a mid-on. Leg side heavy field for Amazai. So, there's a direct hit is gone. The 50-50's there. Azaz Khan was well gone if that had hit. Just wide of the stumps. A throw from Aftab. Just missing the stumps. Azaz Khan survives. A little chat between Sonny and Azaz. Little nervy restart of a partnership. See that regularly. Standing outside his crease, Azaz Khan. Oh, I say. Bit of bounce there from Amazai. Charge from Azaz. Gets it into the ribs, so he just pokes it around on the leg side. Ali Hassan in the deep. We'll keep it to 1. Run rate still over 10 at the moment. 2 big hitters in Bubba Hyatt and Jamie Atkinson back in the dugout. Might slow it down a bit. Of course, both Sonny and Azaz can go big as well. They want the tip and run on the offside. No chance this time. Aftab Hussain pick up, threaten to throw. No need to. He's done well in that position so far. Backward point, Aftab Hussain. That's him you can hear cheering on the side. All the way down, quite far away from the effects mic because they're quite loud having a chat. Backward point. Oh, did not get that at all. It's been put down in a rolling diving effort. Got there just fingertips to it on the dive. Sonny survives. Complete mishit. Brings up the 50 though. Had a run out chance missed and a drop catch this over. A little bit nervy here from KCC Premier, even though they've got the 50 up well inside the power play. End of the over, eventful. Unlucky for USRC and Amazai. 2 runs coming from the 5th. That's KCC. Bring up the half century there, 50 for 2. Well, it's been eventful the last few overs. Benny Parasingh getting a wicket after back-to-back maximums from Bubba Hyatt. And that missed run-out opportunity, a drop catch from Mohammad Hassan Khan. Means the 2 out in the middle both get a life in the 5th. Now we're going to go into the final over of the power play. Benny still wanting to get his field set, and he's right now. Cut away. Sonny 16 off 10, 3 boundaries already. Oh, bottom hand, straight back. Oh, he's put that down. He can't believe it. I can't believe it. Sonny Bimsari can't believe it. What happened there? Well, USRC only have themselves to blame if they go down in this game. This power play has not been pretty. Missed judge drop catch down at fine leg. Missed catch at mid-on. Easiest caught and bowled Benny Paris Singh probably ever had a chance to put his hands on. Run out chance on Azaz Khan. At the moment, only 2 wickets down for KCC Premier. But the runs have dried up. That is a bonus for USRC. And racking up the dot balls now. Benny just asking everyone to calm things down a bit. Getting a bit exciting out there. Expect this to be the last over for Benny in his first spell. Need to keep an over for him at the death. We should see some change of bowling from both ends, perhaps, after these 2 deliveries. Tip and run. Azaz was a little slow off the mark. Shahid Rasif doing the tumble roll, unable to pick it up, so they get through for 1. At least that ends the run of dot balls for KCC Premier. Talked about plenty of firepower to come for KCC. Mo Khan, he's not padded up, so he's not coming out anytime soon. Tommy Heisinger in the side today, doing the wicket keeping. Jay Davidson likes to hit big. Should be a wide. Is a wide. First extra in the books for USRC. Not a bad effort with 1 ball left of the power play. Plenty of runs on the board for KCC, but USRC at least not donating any. And very good from Benny. Just only able to defend there from Azaz Khan. So 2 runs coming from the 6th. The power play done. KCC Premier 52 for 2. Looks like a change in bowling as predicted outside the power play. Mohammad Hassan Khan, a man who almost got fingers, well, did get fingers to that catch from Sonny. He's going to try to redeem himself with ball in hand from the pavilion end. Sonny, who was going fast early, has just slowed down a bit, still going at over a runner ball. 17 off 15. Azaz Khan taking his time to get into the game. 2 off 6. Talk about how they have to adjust from all those one-day games, including the ICC Cricket World Cup Challenge League B tournament that we just finished. Before that, we had a Tri-Nations one-day series. Before that, All-Stars 50-over format. Sunday Elite Divisions 1 and 2. Premier League one day. It's been plenty of 50 over games. Now we're back in the 20 over format. Hassan Khan to Sunny Bimsaria. Go swat. They've got a player out in the deep. One bounce. There's Benny out there lurking at deep mid-wicket. He was lurking. Didn't carry. He's a little bit to his left. So he couldn't take the catch. Get the one. That's Aftab Hussain, you can hear, who was moved out of backward point and now standing right on top of the ground effects microphone. He was loud from backward point. He's awfully loud from standing out at deep cover, which is where he is right now. Into the body. Thud of the thigh pad of Azaz Khan. Gets through for a leg by. Many of these pitches are set up for that ICC tournament. As Jamie said at the toss, used pitch and used this morning as well. He wants to get out here, put a big score on first. Shahid saying that he would have done the same had he won the toss. Pretty even at the moment. That was nice and quick. And darted away sideways as well. Sunny was looking to get hold of that one. Hawk off the catch taken. After Hussain with the catch at backward point, he'd move off the boundary. He takes a nice catch, and that's the end of Sunny Bimsaria. Out for 18. KCC Premier lose their third on 54. Well, the wickets continue to fall for KCC Premier. Runs on the board. Head coach of Kowloon Cricket Club, Waqas Bakat, has been given the duties in the T20 format to come out at number 5 and join Azaz Khan. He's been in some serious one-day form to the point where he's back in the Cricket Hong Kong China 14. Didn't play in the ICC tournaments, but was in the squad. He's in the prime of his life. Celebrated a birthday this week as well, Waqas Bakat. Back on the 17th, I think. So a week ago, Monday. Very happy birthday to Waqas. Oh, Hassan Khan gets the breakthrough. Squared Sunny up. And just coming in 4 or 5 paces after Hussain taking a nice catch. More of appeal from the side on angle. It's a very good over so far. And he did get that revenge. Fingertips putting down a catch, but got the big wicket of Sunny Bimsaria. He's got 1 ball left of his first. He's 1 for 1. Cut away. That's cut away too nicely. They had the deep third in place, but kept it wide. Starts with the boundary. Wakas Bakat after 7. KCC Premier 58 for 3. Nicely played. Waited on it. Placed it to perfection. Who's going to have a bowl here? Is it Aftab? I reckon it might be. After taking a catch, he's been given the ball by Captain Shahid Wasif. On to discussions about where the field should go. Jajit picks up the helmet so he can keep up to the stumps. Brings the headband out, ready to bowl. He's bowling from the bowling club end, over number 8. Azar's yet to get going, 2 off 7. Found a leg by last over, but nothing off the bat for a while. Around the wicket, tries to zip it on through, cut hard, protection at deep cover. You see Shahid Wasif waiting out at deep mid-wicket. Ali Hassan, a bit of a catching extra cover position inside the circle. Does the fielding there. Got a deep square leg just behind the square leg umpire area out on the ropes. Again, staying a little low. We saw it stay a little low at times in the women's game this morning as well. There's little patches. Tries to use the wrist, picks out Ali Hassan again. There's a little patch just in front of the middle stump where bowlers yesterday were overstepping their run through. Could cause some issues. Stay low, skip through. Tidy at the moment from Aftab. Wakas being respectful. And after a blistering start, things have really tapered down here. Again, more of the bottom half of that bat stayed a little low, but it's just going to be the 1 run coming from the 8th. After 8, KCC Premier are 59 for 3. Could see sort of started taking off, but as the wickets continue to fall, it's starting to flatlining out here at the moment for KCC Premier. Good bowling, good pressure coming from USRC Premier. These two at the moment. Muhammad Hassan Khan and just then Aftab Hussain keeping the pressure on. Only that boundary at the end of Hassan's last over. When the only real runs has been a leg by and 1 single in the past 2 overs apart from that 4. Azar Khan on strike. Inside edge under the pad. to run. I guess that's the plan. If you can't find the boundaries for the time being, then make sure at least get singles here and there. KCC, small ground, even if the pitch is doing a bit. Another rare extra in the books from USRC. Partnership, just 7 off 9 deliveries. And again, a catch. Aftab Hussain takes it at backward point. That's the end of Waka's Bucket. The wickets continue to fall for KCC Premier. They're 61 for 4. Well, 2 for 7 now for Muhammad Hassan Khan. He's looked great with the ball. Sorry. I can't. Disturbs the pigeons through square leg to get off the mark. Mokan now batting at number 6. A Premier League ploy by KCC. Once Mo's gone, we're going to start getting into the middle order. Tommy Heisinger, he can hit a big ball. Jay Davidson patted it up as well. They need the pinch hitter late. Atiq Iqbal, Farhad Hayat as well. Don't think Cheyenne Puri so far is a noted big hitter at the age of 16. So he'll probably be batting number 11 on debut. And hopefully he'll be hoping. For the drinks break, apologies for the audio issues we have at the moment. Going to leave you to just watch this final over, and we'll try to get them fixed in the drinks break coming up, and I'll join you from over number 11 after the drinks break. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong Premier League T20 series. Aaron Bush with you. Hopefully we got our audio issues sorted over the drinks break. We're back live. Zaz Khan and Mo Khan move back out into the middle. It looks like Amazai is going to bowl his final over, 3 overs, none for 30 in his first 3. So he's gone at 10s. But with the pressure being put back on KCC now, 64 off 10 overs, they were more on target for a 100 in the first 10, the way they were going early, but constantly losing wickets has pegged it back. USRC with a very good fight back. Perhaps they'll leave that death over to bowl with Benny Parasingh to Mohammad Hassan Khan. I've really enjoyed seeing his bowling so far today. Tamazai to bowl out. It's just got cold and windy at Kowloon Cricket Club all of a sudden. It's been a beautiful day so far. Swatted away on the offside. But Sikandar Zafar in the deep. Right, in the right spot for that one. I'll take the 1. Only been able to deal in 1s as of late. Oh, tries to swing up and over. Almost carried to Jajit with the gloves on that one. Bit too quick for Mokan. Gets the one. Vacant leg side. The only people fielding there, well, not people, they're pigeons. But deep mid wicket, deep square leg, mid on. And fine leg inside the circle on the leg side. So lots of singles available if Amazai strays onto that hip region. And rather protect the boundaries. Tries to feather that one, stayed low. Wide-ish deep third, more on a 45, not very fine down near the training nets. So anything going through the slips cordon could go for 4. Longer boundary, of course. And that deep cover of Sikandar Zafar. Aftab Hussein's just staying inside the circle at backward point where he's taken a couple of catches already. Oh, Mokan goes swat. They had the player there waiting at a wideish long off, but that's hit right up the top of the tree. Would have to be 30 foot tall to catch that one. That's gone all the way. And that breaks the pressure. Amazai's been expensive today, but Mokan, he takes advantage as well. And tries to go leg side, that fine leg inside the circle. Maham Zaman cuts it off. End of the over. 10 runs coming from the 11th. Amazai's bowled out. He was going at 10s before that one. He goes for 10 more, so he's bowled out. None for 40 after 4. And after 11, KCC Premier 74 for 4. Aftab Hussain bowled a maiden into the drinks break. 2 overs, none for 1. Somehow KCC are going to have to try to find some runs off him. There's only 9 overs remaining, 74 on the board. Dab poke. Muhammad Hassan Khan at a floating gully. Comes around to his left. Full one. Zaz punches it long on in place. More wideish around cow corner area. Muhammad Sada. Trying to protect sort of long on area plus the cow corner. Shahid Wasif at a wideish deep mid wicket as well. Another full one. That's hit hard. Nobody's going to cut that off. That's going to go for 4. Goes through extra cover to keep the deep cover out of the game. Muhammad Awais Jr. really didn't have a chance for this one. Some runs they're finding off Aftab Hussain. Not this time though, straight back to the bowler. No run there, but Mo wanted one. Azar's no interest. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. After 12, KCC Premier, 80 for 4. Just noticing Jagjeet Singh doing the wicket keeping for USRC Premier today. He would have to go close to being the tallest wicket keeper in Hong Kong. A very tall man to have the gloves on. Usually, keeper's not usually the tallest of people. And change in bowling. Sikandar Zafar from the pavilion end with the Marzai bowled out. First time with ball in hand today. He could bowl his full 4 if required, but I'm sure they'll shuffle it around, see how he goes for a few overs. Benny with 1 left. Still over for Hassan Khan as well. No sign of spin apart from Aftab. We see once he bowls out a change. Yet to see the leg spin of Ali Hassan. Could be an option from the bowling club end for Shahid Wasif. Charge, flat bat swat, but straight to long on. He's trying to get things going here, Azaz Khan. Getting along a little bit quicker now, 15 off 18. But not quite smashing it out of the middle, as we can sometimes see him do. Mokan. He's 15 off 18. I should say Zah's only 9 off 14. Small Mokan found the boundary twice now. Oh, waited on it. Just dab poked it up in the air. It landed just to the right of the square leg umpire. Interesting stroke. Generated a single at least. Short, crunched, hard work to do in the deep. Does well. That was Mohammed Hassan Khan, has been given the duties out at deep cover. Three singles to start for Zafar. He's keeping it short. Popped up in the air. That's 6. That's not going to be a single. Short boundary again to the offside from the pavilion end. And Mo Khan takes full advantage. Picks up his second maximum. He bowled 3 reasonably short ones. Sikandar. This time Mo Khan waits on it. Back live. Fuller tries to guide it through the slip cordon. Ahmed Sada, who's been brought inside the circle from deep third. Did well, had to cover that one so it didn't race away. That floating gully position that seems popular these days. Put a catching position in it. Extra cover as well inside the circle. Swat around the corner, 4 to square, trying to pick the gap. Ali Hassan gets around to it, picks up and throws, but they're safely back for 2. It's another big over for KCC Premier. 12 runs coming from it. They continue to find runs from the pavilion end. 13 done, 7 remain. KCC Premier 92 for 4. We wondered when Ali Hassan would be brought into the attack, and it's going to be right now as he comes on screen. Another one right on the fringe of the Cricket Hong Kong China men's team. Impresses everyone with his bowling. He went on the South Africa pre-tour for that first leg of the ICC Challenge League. That was held in Uganda. These two starting to look a bit set out there. 31 partnership off 28 deliveries. It's going to be a good test. You know, Mo Khan's not going to be shy. Zaz Khan wants to wrangle some pigeons. But just like the Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground pigeons, the KCC pigeons do not care. They're having a good old time eating some seed on an old pitch over there. And straight away gets the wicket. Just pop straight back, Mo Khan. That wasn't the big stroke we were expecting. He's just eased that one straight back to Ali Hassan, and he gets a wicket with his first ball. The fifth wicket falls for KCC Premier on 92. Easy as you like. Don't think it was the best of balls. Wasn't his worst ball, of course, but it's just a big false stroke from Mo Khan. He departs for 23. Another wicket falls, which slows everything down for KCC. Be interesting to find out from the KCC players after the game whether this pitch is doing as much as 92 for 5 in the 14th suggests. I'm not feeling it is. Most of it has been some false strokes here and there. Jamie got a butte to get LBW. Well, Ali Hassan has bowled one ball, got one wicket. Let's see what he can do with his second ball. Jay Davidson comes out to the crease and takes a one out to deep square leg. That was a good delivery. And Zaz Khan finds some single. Hayam comes inside the circle to pick that one up off the boundary. Swatted down to long on. Everything slowed down again. Another wicket falls. It's what happens. Jay Davidson out there can hit a very big ball. What an over that was from Ali Hassan. 3 singles and a wicket. 6 overs remain. KCC 95 for 5. Computer projecting 149, which will be pretty impressive. Get another 56 runs in 6 overs. They're only going at 6.79 at the moment. Current run rate will get them to 136. Got some big hitting. If they go at 8 and over, we'll get them to 143. So the Wasp is expecting more like 9 and over from here, which KCC fans would also be hoping would happen. Not USRC fans, though. They're going to go and support their two spin kings, Aftab Hussain. He's going to bowl out here. Final over, 3 overs, 1 maiden, none for 7. But he's been throwing the ball from the pavilion end. We know how difficult that is for a slower bowler. He's got the short boundary, and it could be a ploy trying to get Davidson to go as big as possible and sky it up in the air. Deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, all waiting. There we go. After needed some soil on the hands and then can continue. Keeps it along the ground, hits hard, picks out, long off. Hassan Khan looking to go a bit straighter there, Davidson, I'd expect. Got that wideish. Calls of catch, but it's popped up over the head. And he's going to get 4 out of it. Went aerial. Zaz Khan knows it's time to put the hammer down. Brings up the 100 for KCC Premier. Two thought they were in the game here. Mohammed Zaman, the man at backward point with Aftab with the ball in hand. It's scooped over the top of his head. Couldn't get cut off by the deep cover. For 5, with 5 overs remaining. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. Apologies, we're having terrible audio issues today. Well, I've heard that we're not having much more luck across at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. We'll do our best. Hassan Ali, 1 for 3 off his first over. Davidson on strike. 4 off 5. He's 10 off 6. That's what he is, because that's massive. Forget about that one short boundary off pitch 2. And that has been deposited into the trees just to the side of the swimming pool pavilion. A very nice sweep here from Davidson. No fear playing across the line. And he's hit it too big that it's just left the ground. It's had enough of today, a bit like our audio equipment is. Decided to go home early. New ball required. Hassan Ali won't mind that, playing across the line off the middle of the stumps. The old you miss, I hit. But Davidson picked that one up beautifully. Still got Tommy Heisinger to come out to bat as well. And hit a very big ball. Every year I call the corporate sixes. He comes in. And all he does is smash balls for 6 everywhere. And there's a delay here. I think we may have found the ball. So whether a new ball's required or not. I think we found the ball, so just waiting for that to come back. While we do, we'll have a look at the bowling card. This is the baby bowling card. 6 bowlers used by USRC. To be honest, only Amazai's been expensive, even though Benny went for 7.33. He took 2 early wickets that were very important. Zafar was a little expensive as well. Okay, we can continue. Shorter. Doesn't get out of the carry. 1 bounce over the ropes before this time. Split the gap again. Very nicely, Davidson. Same region. Just perhaps didn't get all of it. Just inside the boundary for 4. 10 off 2. And he's now 14 off 7, going at a strike rate of 200. Bit of a drag down ball as he fell over there. Hassan Ali. Trying to tighten the gap a little bit. Zaman at mid-wicket. Not sure who's out at deep square leg, but come around a bit of a forward square, trying to cut the gap for Davidson. Sweeps again and goes straight. Sikandar Zafar, who's at deep square leg, so takes the 1, but good runs, 11 runs off the first 3. Just what KCC needed. 150 plus is now a chance. It's not a huge score at KCC, but a very, very good bowling lineup for the KCC Premier. Might help them defend whatever total. Of course, they have their youngster. USRC have Hassan Ali, and today on debut for KCC, Shayan Puri, the left arm spinner. That was somewhat of a wild throw. It was the captain that did it. That's why he's got a smile on his face, because he knows he can't get in trouble with himself. It didn't cause any extra damage. They just took the 1. Davidson to face the final delivery of the 16th. That was very, very wide. All this has been going on. There's another game going on over at Ting Kong Road Recreation Ground in the men's T20 Premier League. I'll give you an update after that delivery. Dots it out. Davidson wanted to put another one over the fence, but misses out. Let's have a look over at Mission Road. Diasquith and Little So Wan. They batted first. They won the toss and elected to bat. They put on 153 for 9. Not a bad score. Top score for former Bahrain captain Haider Ali. He got a 78. Sharia Khan with 24, the next best. 153 for 9. So Pack needing 154 for victory. They've gone out to bat already. Again, the game over there going much quicker than the game over here. They did start half an hour earlier. And 7 off the first over. So that's going to be a tight game. No, Zishan Ali playing for Pakistan Association today. Tariq Nawaz was the wicket keeper. That takes some batting out of their batting lineup for Pak. Back here live. Hassan Khan back in. 2 for 10 off his first 2. Falls over, but just a 1 to start with for Azaz. He's moved up to 19 off 24. Davidson's doing the destruction at the moment, though. 15 off 9. The partnership up to 24. And Zishan Ali, last I saw on Instagram, was somewhere in Johor. Somewhere in Malaysia. I know the one place he's not. That's Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. I'm sure he'll be watching onto that game, wherever he is in the world. Oh, that's beautifully played. 4 runs down to the scoreboard. Longest boundary. Doesn't matter. Too much power. Short leg inside the circle. Wasn't that fine. But Davidson took him out of play very quickly. Good start. Davidson keeps the runs flowing. 19 off 10 for him with his third boundary. Picks it up off the toes. Does it in style. Zaz Khan's faced 25 deliveries for his 20. Davidson's faced 10 deliveries for his 19. On the pad again, Jajit can't get down to that one. Ali Hassan has to scramble, does the slide in the deep, does get there just inside the ropes. I'll come back for 2-leg buys. I'd say Jajit Singh is a very tall keeper, and on that one, he did struggle to get down in time. Raced off the pads. It'd be tough for most to get down there. 7 off the first 3. 3.5 overs remaining. What's the Wasps saying? 158 now. Projected score. Effort ball. Takes middle stump. Crashes out of the ground. Davidson departs from a cameo 19 off 12. And the 6-wicket falls for KCC Premier on 122. He was pumped up with that one. Gets his 3rd wicket, Hassan Khan. This is a beautiful delivery. Watch the replay. Leaves off and leg. Just takes the middle stump out of the ground. Everything lights up. Davidson gets a round of applause for his cameo. Fahad Hyatt comes out at number 8. He's got 3.2 overs left. Again, a man that can hit big. They won't be wanting to get into the point where they're going to need Cheyenne Puri, but they're leaving Tommy Heisinger very late. He's padded up, but maybe they want the pinch hitting of Fahad Hyatt first, see what he can do. What he can do is go big or go home is usually his motto. Fahad Hyatt, who has been at KCC since the beginning of the season back in September. Pretty sure he came across from USRC. So he's not going to be popular out there in the middle. Oh, runs to start with. It'll just be 1. Rotates the strike back to Azaz, who needs to take the lead here. He needs to start going at more than a runner ball. Before the end of this delivery, I just need to say the score is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Had that wicket not fallen, I would have been able to do my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I shake my fist at you, Jay Davidson. You ruined my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, 1 ball left of the 17th. Whipped away, work to do for the deep square. We'll get there with a slide in the deep. Good piece of fielding. Saves 2. Big over, getting the wicket. 10 runs coming from it as well. 17 done, 125 for 6, KCC. 18 legal deliveries remaining in the batting innings. Hassan Ali Expensive in his previous over, going for 13. Wicket with his first ball in the first over. He's got Farhad Hyatt on strike. What does Farhad do? Does he do what Jay Davidson does? He's going to charge, that's for sure. Get cut off down near the scoreboard. Oh, top edge, this could be out. Oh, the two of them didn't really know which one was going to go for it. So in the end, neither went for it. That really should have been a wicket. That was up in the air for a long time. Two players converged. Two players watch it drop between them. Ali Hassan puts hand on head and goes, how do I not have a second? I kind of agree with you, Hassan Ali. Anyway. Azaz gets 2. Tries to go the reverse this time. I'm not sure he got anything on it. Oh, that's a brilliant effort diving in the field. Muhammad Hassan Khan, one of the two that was converging on that catch. This time, a rolling effort. Eventful over so far. Farhad Hyatt back on strike. He's swinging hard. Up Hussain gets underneath it, takes the catch right on the ropes, and that's the end of Farhad Hyatt for 2. Another big wicket. Ali Hassan got 2. And KCC lose their 7th on 129. Beautifully judged catch in the deep. Long boundary. Got himself in perfect position. Looked down at the ropes. Made sure he was well inside. Took a nice catch in the deep. The dangerous Farhad Hyatt departs for 2. And that brings Tommy Heisinger out to the middle at number 9. Not a bad number 9 to be having, to be honest. Tom Heisinger. But he's got 2.2 overs left. After he departs, if he departs or Azaz departs, it'll be Atiq Iqbal and Shayan Puri. So these two really need to take the innings through to the 20 over mark. Wasps still projecting 151. It's that 22 from here off 2.2. Toe of the bat, tip and run straight to the fielder, but doesn't matter. Oh, Ali Hassan has to do the backing up, and they're going to run again. And they get back safely for 2. That was Muhammad Hassan Khan with the original throw, which was a bit wild. Hassan Ali was really clever there. He knew the throw was going to be a bit wide and he didn't have anyone backing up inside the circle. So he motored his way around to a forward square position, got one hand to it to cut some of it off, and sort of carried it off to Sikandar. All right, 1 ball left of the 18th. A bit shorter this time, goes forward of square. Sikandar is waiting and will keep it to 1. Heisinger will retain strike. 7 runs coming from the 18th. KCC 132 for 7. Mohammad Hassan Khan to bowl out here from the pavilion end. Three overs, 3 for 18. Tom Heisinger on strike. Whips it away. 1 bounce down to the deep third. Mohammad Sada. Been quite busy down in that region. whether inside or down on the ropes. Tom takes one, rotates back to Azaz Khan. 11 legal deliveries left. The big question is this score going to be enough? Can KCC defend a total under 150? I think they're about to find out. There's less than some fireworks shortly. Sub 150. Well, there's some fireworks. That's under the sun lawn. That's 3 decks up. Puts it in the slot. And Azaz Khan scoops it out and says, thank you very much. Well, it's getting a bit interesting over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Pack Premier, who needed 154 for victory, a 17 for 2. Hafiz Khan out for 1. Anas Khan out for a duck. Well, there we go. I've picked Diasko Little So to win that one. Against all odds. Who picks against Pack in a T20 game? Me, when I know Zishan Ali's not in the country, not in the city. Right. Reset after the maximum. That's a no ball swatted for 4. Wow. I don't know if that bounced off a tree or what. Did it go for... It definitely went for 4. Well, okay. 150 plus is probably on the cards now. Azaz Khan just putting on 11 off 1 legal delivery. This is absolutely smoked. I think it hit the pole. It bounced back off so hard. It was hit so hard, I wasn't sure what it hit. Free hit to go with the 6 and the 4. What does Hassan Khan bowl here? Well, there's a big top edge up in the air. They're going to take the run anyway. A nice caught and bowled off a free hit. Still, the runs are flowing. 13 runs off the first 3 legal deliveries, 9 deliveries remaining. When I got distracted looking at the PACC score, I was off to look at something else about this game. So we've talked about how tidy the bowling's been from...
Get that one.
When
Yeah.
Sekanda's finished talking next to my microphone, I will point out there's only been 8 extras so far in the USRC Premier Bowling. And of the infractions by bowlers, chopped up over the top, beautifully played. That's 6! Backward of 0.6 for Tommy Heisinger. That was beautiful. Used the pace of Hassan Khan. They had backward point inside the circle, so Tommy said, okay, I'm just going to loft you over the top of the rope, straight into the boardings for 6. This is a massive over in the context of the game. The 150 brought it up by the maximum. What's that one that's a bit sticky in the wicket and just pokes it onto the leg side for another 1? Of the extras, 8 in the books for USRC, went from the arm. 3 wides, 1 no ball. That is tidy. Goes with 4 leg byes as well. Can't ask for much more than that in a T20. So the bowling's been good. The wickets have fallen, but there's a late resistance here. Batting first for KCC. Massive charge. And gets a big feather edge. And that's the end of Azaz Khan at the end of the over. Here he's out for a cameo 35. Not really a cameo. He was out there for 32 deliveries. Well, he did well in that last over, getting the runs on the board, 35 off 32, as KCC Premier lose their 8th on 152, which means Atiq Iqbal will walk out to the middle, be at the non-striker's end for the final over for KCC. Been a strange old batting innings from KCC. 35 from Azar's top score. Yet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players getting into double figures. So that's a lot of them. Only 2 players not getting double figures so far. So everyone getting a bit of a start and then not really going on with it, but with everybody contributing, 152 on the board, 6 deliveries remain. But it's the very dangerous Benny Paris Singh. 3 overs, 2 for 22. And just misses the top of off stump. Janjit Singh misses it, and they'll go through for 4 byes. Take your boundaries any way you can in the final over. USRC won't be thrilled. Wasn't far away from the top of Heisinger's off stump either. Perhaps Janjit was just expecting it to be hit by Heisinger or hit the top of the wickets, but he missed it. Short boundary behind, of course. So 4 byes. Doesn't ruin Benny's figures, at least. Oh, that's been helped around the corner. And 1 bounce inside for 4. Well, this is a very interesting final 2 overs. 20 coming from over number 19. 8 coming off the first 2 deliveries of the 20th. KCC now up to 160 when it looked like they could be bowled out for 140. Not exactly where Heisinger was aiming. That's why I didn't clear the rope. The backward square on the 45 couldn't nab that one, so that position's gone a bit finer. Perhaps it's a similar stroke, but they're leaving deep square leg vacant. With square leg inside the circle. That's exactly where he's gone, straight over the top of that. And another one just inside the ropes for 4. 4-4-4 for KCC in the final over. I thought it was a bit interesting not having a deep square leg in place. Oh, and that one's a no ball. It's all going horribly wrong for USRC in the end, and that's gone for 4 as well. No, I think that's a 6. Short boundary over towards the boundary cafe. Heisinger takes full advantage, uses the pace, uses the wrists. Still 3 legal deliveries left. 19 off the over already. And a free hit coming up. This is what KCC Premier can do to you, just when you think you've got them dead. And scoop that one out. They're going to push 2. Good running from Atiq. He's back miles in time. "41 runs off the last 10 deliveries, legal deliveries, that is. That's insane. Two balls left. Nice Yorker length this time from Penny. So Atiq Iqbal is going to face one delivery. Tom thought about a second. Definitely no second on there. So I was talking to a Teak earlier, and he said, make sure you're on commentary make sure the audio thing's working when I'm having a bat. And having audio issues all day. Good news, Teak. I get to call the one ball that you bat. Tries to go the scoop, comes off the pad. They'll only get one. They will just get the one leg by to finish it off. And there we are. We're in the innings break here. 175 on the board. A lot more than was expected. We'll have a look at the batting and bowling cards before we take a little break here. And that final little cameo 23-run partnership at the end started off well. Atkinson and Sonny Bimsari are opening up, getting runs early, getting them quickly, losing their wickets before getting into the 20s. Bubba Hyatt went bang, 21 off 8. Azaz Khan top score with 35 off 32 deliveries. 23 for Mo Khan. 28 at the end for Tommy Heisinger off just 11 deliveries. KCC Premier pushing the score up to 175. Look at the bowling card now for USRC Premier. Marzai opened the bowling and was expensive, went at 10s at the end. Benny Parasingh, after going for 23 on his final over, went for 10s as well, 2 for 40. A 4 for 38 for Hassan Khan. Pick of the bowlers, 4 for 38. And a 2 for 22 for Ali in the end. That 8 wickets falling for the USRC bowling lineup. We're going to go into the innings break here with USRC to come out in about 8 minutes' time, needing 176 for victory. Join us then.
Nice, my lead is right next to my back there.
Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you. Innings break done here for Game 1 of the Cricket Hong Kong China T20 Premier League Series. A rather big score put on the board in the end. 175 by KCC. Looked like it could be less than 140 at one stage there, but late resistance pushing the score up. Davidson, the Namibian nightmare himself, who had a nice little cameo with the bat, has got ball in hand from the pavilion end, out in the middle. Mohammad Sada and also Sikandar Zafar to open the batting for USRC. Zaz Khan in first slip. Tommy Heisinger doing the glove duties today. No Chris Carter, no Dan Pascoe. Two spinners in the side, Wakas and the young 16-year-old Cheyenne Puri. Didn't see him with the bat, wasn't required, but he's out there now in the field. Trying to see where they have put Cheyenne. I think he's in the deep somewhere. He is. He's at deep third. Here we go, ready to get underway. 176 required. Got that one to hop up a little bit as Sada defends. And there was a blistering start for KCC, opening with Atkinson and Sonny Bimsari and Bubba coming out at number 3. Really slowed down in those middle overs. The benefit of having to bat first allows you to just put those extra runs on at the end rather than having to try to chase big runs down at the end. Another one popping up. Got a bit of glove onto that one. That was a stinger for Sada, but first runs, well, not off the bat as such, but off a couple of fingers. Big dull thud as it smashed into the gloves of Sada. That'll bring Sikandar Zafar on strike for the first time. We've got Cheyenne down at deep third. They've got a deep square leg in place as well, which is exactly where that one's going to go, out to a T-kick bowl. That was to be expected, it would seem. Unconventional opening fielding positions for KCC. Right away it works. It keeps it to a single. Sardar back on strike now. Caught one on the gloves. Oh, they're going to try to run on Wakas's arm. Never wise. That's probably why Zafar said absolutely not. Back you go, Sardar. In the end, it was only a half throw from Wakas. He knew that Sardar was going to make it back in time. So apart from the two in the deep and Azaz at first slip, got fine leg inside the circle. Wakas, you've seen it, backward point. And now Sonny Bimsaria, who picks up at a forward point, coming in from cover, mid-off. Bobber Hyatt, mid-on, Jamie Atkinson, the captain. Mo Khan in a catching position at mid-wicket. 5-4 offside field. Davidson so far keeping the length back, making sure it's not in the slot. A short boundary to the pavilion end. And again, getting it to just hop up. Sada just looking on, going, get those balls constantly. 2 runs coming from the first USRC, needing another 175 at 9.16. 174 at 9.16. And it will be a T-kick bowl to take the ball in hand from the bowling club end. Different field set up for a teak. Well, No, it's not. It's just that Cheyenne had headed down to fine leg, but has been brought inside the circle. Sonny Bimsaria moves out to deep square leg. Davidson down at deep third, the two outside the circle. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Mokant moves from mid-wicket in the first over and stays that side of the ground as an extra cover catching position. Farhad Hyatt at mid-wicket now inside the circle. Well inside the circle. Slow and steady start for USRC. They don't want to let that run rate required get too out of control. Almost carries to Mokant. One bounce, he was down on his haunches. Sonny cuts that one off. So again, just a single, only been a single. For each of the 3 runs so far. Guided down to deep third. Take one more. Still looking back at that final 2 overs from USRC bowling. They took a wicket in the 12 deliveries. It still went for 43, which is just ridiculous amount of runs, considering one of them was a wicket. That's why 175 on the board. Goes the Yorker length. That's hit very hard. Not getting through Bubba, though. Going to find one as it goes just to the left of Mokant. 3 runs coming from the second over. USRC 5 for the loss of no wicket. They need 171 now at 9.5 exactly. Jay Davidson to continue from the pavilion end. Tries to charge. It's scooped straight up in the air. Atkinson making a mile of ground. Can't get there. And the first non-single in the books for USRC. That went very high. Was very lucky not to hole out. It went wide enough of mid-on. No deep mid-wicket in place. And first signs of aggression from Zafar. He practices what he wants. He wants to attack that short boundary, get the runs on the board. A bit lucky there. Atkinson made a lot of ground, and he fell just in front of him. Stays in his place this time and dabs it through gully. Now the battle between Jay Davidson and Sutter can continue. Sorry, made up some dot balls in the previous over. Ball sticking a bit in the pitch. He decides he's going to attack this time and misses it all. Just outside the off stump. Plenty of overs remaining for USRC. Yeah, it's a big target. And the run rate required's creeping towards 10, but these two can just see off the opening bowlers. Keep the runs ticking over. Maybe give a platform set for their top and middle order to chase it down. Don't want to throw their wicket away too early. That's going to be 4. First boundary for USRC in the run chase. Danced down the pitch. That made it easier to keep it wide of Atkinson at mid-on. So this over so far, Mohammad Sadar is winning the little battle with Davidson. See the couple of steps down. We're watching side on. You can see how far he does come down. Stays in his crease this time, gets a big thick edge through gully. Cheyenne Puri into the action for the first time today with the left arm. Calls for caught behind. No interest from umpire Venkat. End of the over. Some good runs flowing from it. 8, in fact, after 3. USRC 13 for the loss of no wicket. They need 163. The run rate, even with that 8 coming off the over, creeps a little bit higher, 9.59 in the final 17. Ateek to continue from the bowling club end. Is there an edge there? Heisinger thought so. It was just too good of a ball to get anything on. Oh, that's going to be 4 runs. Gets down on one knee. A bit fuller from Ateek this time. Mohammad Sadar crunches it through cover. Found it hard going early on, but now Mohammad Sadar up to a runner ball 11. Is there to be crunched outside off. Full. Loose from Ateek. Back live. Goes for the dab run. They're going to run on the arm of Wakas, but he has to come a long way around onto the right. So a good call. Keep the runs ticking over. Takes the pace off it, up in the air, clears the infield, no one in the deep. Bubba running a long way back. Again, doesn't make the distance. Aggression now from USRC. Watchful in the first two. Now they're starting to put the pressure on. So the 20 off 3.4 with no wickets lost, pretty handy. Same time, KCC, who had that blistering start, 47 for 1. The same point. I heard the call of no ball. Just didn't see the arm movement until just then from umpire Prakash. Overstep from Atik. That is rare. A free hit. He asks exactly where was my foot. Just be one as Mo Khan comes around, cuts it off. Eventful over comes to an end. 9 runs coming from it. After 4, USRC 22 for the loss of no wicket, needing 154 at 9.63. Change in bowling from the pavilion end. Jay Davidson to have a break. And Zaz Khan to take over duties. Big top edge over the top of Highsinger. Work to do. Puri can't cut that one off. 4 runs. Runs continue for USRC. Looking good. Keeping the run rate required under control. Token effort from Tom. No way he was going to get any gloves on that. Talk about comparisons. By this point, KCC had lost their 2nd wicket. So they're ahead on runs, but the wickets falling slowed everything down in that middle section. At the moment, these two in the middle. Oh, another one up in the air. Highsinger trying to judge it. Gets underneath it. Gets the gloves on this one. The first wicket falls. Azaz can't strike. Safar out for 13. USRC lose their first on 26. Watching that live outside the window here in the swimming pool pavilion, I did not think Highsinger was going to get there, but then you have to take into account just how fit that man is. He's always in the gym. You noticed if you were looking down on the ground, he's taken that right on the circle markers, 30 yards, and he wasn't a long way back. Zafar departs. The first wicket falls for USRC. Muhammad Awais Jr. comes out at number 3. So the captain not coming out to the crease just yet. All the teams mixing up their order on me. Would have thought I'd seen Shahid early. He's got the helmet on. He's all padded up. So if he's not coming in at number 3, I would expect to see him at number 4 at the very least. Other game going on at the moment. PACC, they've lost 3 wickets, but keep the runs. They need 63 off 42 deliveries. Tariq Nawaz, 70 off 44. Yasser Murtaza in the middle with him as well. Munir Dar bowling as well. That game's tightly poised, as it is here. Zaz Khan, his first wicket of the Premier League T20 series. Sunny B, as you might have heard. Sunny Bimsaria onto that incredibly quickly, keeping it to a dot. So a big top edge for 4, then a big top edge for a catch, and a dot ball. Still got 1.5 overs left of the power play. Just doing the sums. USRC's bowling innings lasted 1 hour 45. KCC were to do the same, and we'd started at 3:54. We're going to finish about 5:40. It's not going to be great light by then, but should still be playable as we slowly approach March. Quite a late finish, though. Of course, Wakas can get through his overs nice and quickly. He doesn't have Dan to do it in tandem with today. Oh. Pigeon. Please stop. Pigeon crossing. Once again, all you're going to do is shoo it back onto the pitch because that's what they're like. They don't care a cricket game's on. It's afternoon tea time on a Sunday afternoon for the Pigeons. There's a few in, enjoying the turf area. Okay, we can get underway now. Bowling well here, Azaz. Muhammad Sadar is doing well again, just surviving. Got a few good runs, especially off a teak. To find any off Zaz. He's only faced him for 1 delivery. He'll get another one right here. Another one of those step down, flat back, oh, long way down. Oh, very rare bobble in the field from Atkinson. Usually a safe pair of hands. They get through safely. Or get back safely. 5 done. 1 over remains in the power play. USRC 28 for 1. Going to change in bowling from both ends for KCC Premier. T. Iqbal will stop with just 2. He will be replaced by Farhad Hyatt. Good start from Farhad. Chopped away, going to be wide enough to keep the deep third out of it. Nice Junior. It's his first boundary. He's punching it through the gully region, using the pace of Farhad. Tries it again, but going a bit wider this time. Azaz manages to cut that one off. Over at the other game, Pakistan Association look like they've got this under control now because it's just a flurry of sixes. Let's read through from over 13.5. Pakistan Association have gone 6, 6, 6, 6. The last two balls of Munir Dar's over for 6, and then the first two balls of Tanvir Ahmed's over for 6. They need 31 off 34 now, which is what will happen if you hit 24 off 4. Got that inside the leg stump, but inside the body, shuffling away. Not far away from the leg stump from Farhad Hyatt. Ahmed Sada backing away. Full work. Bubba picks up, throws, direct hit gone, but just misses. Sada was gone for all money. It was a good clean pickup from Bubba. He had a few stumps to aim at, but just didn't get the direct hit. Again, USRC at this point would not like a lazy run out. Oh, that's going to be 4. Sonny B can't get there. Weiss Jr. with another boundary. So 10 runs coming from the 6th power play done. Power play done. 38 for 1. USRC. The same time, KCC Premier were 52 for 6. Oh, very wide. Oh, on the 45, in fact, Farhad Hyatt. So has to come a long way around. Comes back, saves 2. A good running allows 2. Good field placement from Sada. Keeping it nice and fine. They're now asking Farhad to come a little bit finer. Now down near the scoreboard. He was wider than that, more on the 45. And so he goes to the left of Farhad Hyatt this time, but he was on it quicker and just a single. Scoop 6. Smashed it. Weiss Jr. just crunched that through extra cover. In the slot. Got the treatment. This was pretty. Overpitched from Azaz. Given room. Picked it up off middle stump. Didn't mind. He said, I'm going to hit this. Doesn't matter where you bowl it. I'm not going to miss it. And didn't. Decides to really bring the length back and try some chin music. Pivot down for 1. Certainly staying in the game here. USRC, especially with this over, 10 off it already, 2 balls remaining. All of a sudden, the comparisons got much closer. We'll have a look at the worm at the end of this over, and you'll see how much USRC has closed the gap. And at the moment, a couple of wickets up their sleeve as well. And then an absolute Jaffa from Azaz Khan. Well, there is the worm. We're going to have a look at it at the end of the over, but the worm got a little excited. The worm will be back in 1 ball time. Oh, a big fresh airy. Misses it all. 2 dot balls to finish off the 7th. USRC are 49 for 1. Here comes the comparison. KCC at the time, 58 for 3. You can see the 3 wickets have fallen, and then it tapers out for quite some time before those big runs right at the end. But with 9 wickets in hand, well set here, USRC. Chase down this big total, 176 required. Heading the right direction. Oh, and a change in bowling. The debutant, the 16-year-old debutant, Cheyenne Puri, into the attack with the left arm. I'm going to give him a go before Wakas. Big call for the young man. Been playing lots of Sunday games. So the 50-over format for Premier League, he was in the setup. His first game in Premier League T20. He's been given the duties, the first slow bowler for KCC. Be bowling from the bowling club end. And a very aggressive Weiss Jr. on strike. And his first one's been put into the bowling club. Watch out. Ladies and gentlemen, playing bowls at the Kowloon Bowling Club, because that's landed on the bowling green. It's cleared the massive netting of KCC. And welcome to Premier League T20, Cheyenne Puri, says Mohammed Weiss Jr. Not sure the fine folk of Kowloon Bowling Club too eager to return our cricket ball. So a new one has been dispatched. Problem being is that you can't throw it over the net because the net is the height of trees. And the Weiss Jr. has cleared the sight screen, and then that size again. There's the netting protecting the bowling club. Well, Cheyenne, you'll have to have a think about that. Jamie staying in slip was big, but they've got the catches down there. It was too big. Back live. He tries again, keeps us along the ground. Bubba picks up that long off. So that maximum brought up the 50 for USRC as well. We always like to see bring up a milestone with the maximum. or a boundary, either or. And a miss hit this time, but won't carry. Very straight. Fahad Hyatt picks up. I've seen Cheyenne bowl for a couple of years now, both all the way from juniors through to seniors and playing under 19s for Cricket Hong Kong China. He's not one that gets very phased if he gets taken for runs. Just gets back to his mark, resets, and he might get a wicket right here. It's going down the throat of Fahad Hyatt. Gets himself set, takes the catch. Cheyenne Puri, get a wicket on your debut, son. Well done. Got hit for a maximum, and then fights back, gets the big wicket of Owas Jr. Out for 24. USRC lose their second on 57. That's what he can do. As I said, he gets back to his mark. He doesn't mind. Fahad Hyatt had that one covered. Well, that'll be a very popular first wicket for Cheyenne. And a massive wicket for KCC Premier, 57 for 2 now. As the captain comes out to the crease at number 4, Shahid Wasif. Almost could have written that down before the over started, that's how it was going to go. Wise Jr. was never going to die wondering. And at some point, Cheyenne Puri was going to get some revenge. He does. Now, Shahid on strike. It's a length back just there, a touch, Cheyenne. And just as it was with the KCC Premier batting lineup, you lose a wicket, slows everything down. The runs was really starting to flow. Overs of 11 and 10 before this one. Brilliant fielding from Wakas again. Finishes off the over, 8 runs and a wicket coming from the 8th USRC. 57 for 2, needing another 119 at 9.92. Jay Davidson back into the attack from the pavilion end. 2 overs, 1 for 16 so far. And he can resume his battle with Mohammad Sada, who's still out there. Faced 22 deliveries for his 17. Keeping USRC on their toes, rotating through the bowlers. With an appeal. Just heading down the leg side. Calls a catch. Again, Fahad Hyatt in the action, but he's not going to cut that one off. It's going to bounce off the training sheds for 4. Not scared to go aerial. Back of his crease. Quick single. Shahid was off very early. Good running. Take the one. Deep in his crease that time. Sutter, we've seen him charge a few times, but decided to be well back. Oh, good running, considering it's only just made it to the edge of the circle. Back for two. Keeping the runs ticking over, USRC, even though they lost a wicket last over. Run rate required. Hasn't pushed over 10 yet. It's T20, even if it gets to 12 or 14. Certainly doable. Don't want it to drag out to 18 or 19 and over, though. So they're happy with the tip and runs at the moment. Let's put 8 runs on the board already. That's gone up, 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 and all the way. Watch out. I think that didn't hit somebody on the head, did it? It was awfully close. Spectators watching on. I'm assuming it didn't, because if it did, probably wouldn't be having a smile on her face as she does at the moment. Went up a long way because it didn't clear the ropes by too much. Maybe 3 metres. But it's in the books as a maximum. 14 runs coming from the 9th. USRC Premier 71 for 2. They're ahead on comparison now. KCC Premier after 9 was 64 for 4. Cheyenne Puri to continue. Using the wrists. Shahid. Talks of 2. Shahid waves it off immediately. Farhad in quickly. Good throw in. Might be getting heckled Farhad Hyatt by his ex-teammates. The USRC dugout running in for that one. That's nice bowling. Sada saying how he wanted to hit it straighter to get the single, but came off the bat. Went to Wakas. Up in the air. That's going to be another maximum. No chance of a catch in that one as it goes through cow corner to the shorter boundary. That could be up on top of the swimming pool pavilion. I have to cut that replay short as we're back live. And then straight back. Oh, no, says umpire John Prakash. But a good follow-up delivery from Shyatt. He went for 6 in his first over and got the wicket. Can he do the same with 2 balls left of his second? More catches, calls of catch, as it is Dobbs for another 2. They're trying to attack the youngster here, USRC. As I said last over, he won't mind if you're going to hit him up in the air. He knows at some point you're going to hole out. Goes the faster one, though. The drag round one's not a good delivery, and that one deserved to be hit for 4. Oh, big runs, 13 runs coming from the 10th. We're in the drinks break here at Kowloon Cricket Club with USRC Premier. They're ahead by 20 runs on comparison now. 84 for 2. Join us in about 3 or 4 minutes' time as we'll get into the last 10 overs of the exciting Game 1 of the Cricket Hong Kong China T20 Premier League Series. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you. 10 overs remain in this big game, the Premier League T20 Series, the Plenty, as Wakas Baka is going to bowl from the pavilion end. Could be a ploy trying to lure some big hitting. That short boundary over his head will look tantalising to Shahid Wasif on strike. Stead starts down leg side for a single. It has been Sutter. He's been hitting big of late. 23 of this partnership off just 9 deliveries. It's a 27-run partnership. He's up to 40. Hits hard. Zaz Khan has to come a long way around. Picks up with one hand nicely. Keeps it to 1. Saves 3. Shahid comes down and then realises not much he can do apart from block it with his body. Otherwise, the stumping was on. And there's the first one. Tacks the short boundary up onto the sun lawn roof. Runs keep flowing for United Services Recreation Club here. They're looking good. Computer projector has them at 78% chance of a victory now. On big hitting like this, another ball has to be run out to the middle. Well, that is run out. Pakistan Association Cricket Club have notched up a 5-wicket victory over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground in the other men's T20 Premier League. Did it with 8 balls to spare. You never write off PACC, even without a Zishan Ali. Oh, bottom edges it. Just outside the off stump. End of the over, 9 runs coming from it. USRC 93 for 2. 9 overs remain. 83 required at 9.22. Fahad Hyatt back into the attack. Went for 11 in his first. He's got the ball from the bowling club end, replacing Cheyenne Puri. He's a bit expensive in his 2 overs. Got the wicket, though. They've only got 2 wickets so far. Wants some changes. He wants Bubba inside the circle at mid-off, perhaps trying to get Shahid to go over the top. Whips off the pad, picks the gap between 2 out there and gone for 6. Well, Cheyenne and Wakas are saying that it's 4. So we'll just wait. And discussion going on between umpire Venkat and the 2 fielders down there. It's Sunny, I should say, not Wakas. Now Jamie Atkinson, the captain's coming across. Find out what's going on. Out. It's in the books as a 6, no matter what. And whatever it was very nicely played by Shahid. We took away from how good that stroke was, the discussions afterwards. He's 12 off 9 now. Goes straight. Can't beat Wakas. They're going to run on the roll field. Still looking good here, USRC. 76 off 52 now. 100 runs up with that single. Well ahead on comparison. KCC at 76 for 4 at this point. Goes the Yorker length again. Won't beat Wakas this time. Mohamed Sutter has been out there the entire time. 34 deliveries now for his 41. It's been a sterling knock from the opener. He's lost 2 partners, but now the captain and him combining now partnership into the 40s. Going to run on Atkinson at point. 43 off 24. That's handy to have in the middle overs. Something that didn't happen for KCC. They got bogged down for a number of overs in that first innings. And straight to Bubba. He doesn't do a clean pickup, so Sutter gets through for another 1. They keep getting that 9 or 10 they need and over at the moment, USRC. Doing exactly what they need to do. These two are still in the middle at the 15 over mark. You'd have to say that USRC will get this win. And it'll be a big win to start the 2025 T20 series. I'll take one. They will get the 9 off the over. And after 12, they're 102 for 2. Wakas to continue. Oh, get through the field. Nazar's missing out. Shahid Wasif takes full advantage. Keeps the boundaries rolling on in. Not going to have time to watch this replay. So we're back live. And flicks it out to deep mid wicket. They need to generate a wicket and probably 2 or 3 more here, KCC. 50 partnership up in just 29 deliveries. And they can just find the runs at ease at the moment. They find a boundary, then they can just push the singles around. Where does the wicket come from for KCC? Well, that's a big appeal. Umpire Venkat says no. Quick over from Wakas. Big appeal for LBW, turned down. 6 runs coming off. Just the 6. We'll adjust that in the scorebook. It should be 108 for 2. There it is. So that's as tidy as it's got for a while here. Farhad to bowl of third. He's gone at 10s, much like Marzai did for USRC. Needs to keep the runs down this over. Into the pads. Atkinson in quickly, but good running. And the throw goes over the top. Zaz Khan backing up all the way off the boundary. Being close if it had hit there. And then throw going over the top of the stumps. Driven hard. Wakas has been picked out there. He's been peppered off the bowling of Farhad. Does a great job keeping it to a dot. Slowing the runs down a touch here. The run rate required has just pushed over 10. The 8 wickets in hand. That's what's important for USRC because it's going to allow them to throw the bat. if required in the latter overs. He's thrown the bat at that one. It's gone dead straight for 4. That relieves the pressure. Another boundary. Shahid Wasif, 29 off 19. Building a captain's knock here. Over pitch from Farhad. And now it's an overstep from Farhad. This is getting messy for KCC. They get the 1 plus the free hit coming up. Free hit, Sada giving himself lots of space. It didn't go anywhere. Chance of a run out. Everyone appealing. Umpire Venkat again says no. Shahid safely home. It's all getting a bit exciting and a bit excitable out there as KCC Premier are starting to realise this game is getting away from them, even with the big total of 175 on the books. USRC are doing everything they need to chase this one down. Lost the toss. Shahid Basif told me at the toss he wanted to bat as well. At the moment, it doesn't make too much difference. They're doing good. Well, that's an uneven bounce. That little patch talking about earlier. Gone for 8 so far this over. Remember, the run rate required was around 10. Also remember how Aftab Hussain was bowling a maiden into the drinks break in that first innings. Things like that. Handy. Things like that. Even more handy for USRC as that's being smashed in to the nettings for 6 to finish off a big over again. 14 runs coming from the 14th. USRC 122 for 2. Shahid Wasif is currently in a race with Mohammad Sadar, who can get to their half century quickest, because Shahid is coming, 36 off 22. 65-run partnership. Azaz Khan or Atiq Iqbal, one of the two. It's going to be Atiq, it looks like. They've had to go back to their premium bowler, Atiq Iqbal, 2 overs, none for 12. The run rate required is now down to just 9, exactly 9. 8 wickets in hand, 6 overs remain. They would have liked to keep Atiq for the final 2 overs from the pavilion end, but they've had to pull the trigger early. Captain Jamie Atkinson goes to his number 1 bowler, Atiq Iqbal, says, you need to get me a wicket here. And he's going to be inventive around the wicket. Cut away. That's going to be 4 as well. Diving Sonny Bimsaria can't cut it off, and it had lots of spin on it. The runs continue to flow for USRC. Mohammad Sadar moves to 48 with his 5th 4. Oh, good comeback delivery. Sada just dumbfounded by that one. That's the Atiq special. Deserves his half century, Mohammad Sada. Saw off the new ball, including a T-kick bowl. Survived. And now is in the place to find some runs. Cheyenne Puri on the ground. Oh, that could have been his 50. Shahid said no, didn't want to run on the arm of Cheyenne Puri. So he's on 49. Maybe Shahid really does want to get to the half century first. He can do that if he goes 4-4-6 off these last three deliveries. Improbable, but not impossible. It's going to be a dab single is what it's going to be. Sutter back on strike with 2 balls remaining of the 15th on 49. And Sutter now has more runs in the books than runs required left. 48 off 32. They're going to take the single. He's going to bring up the 50. The half century to Mohammad Sutter. Turns around, looks at his dugout, raises the bat. Well-deserved half century for Sutter. 50 off 43, including 5 fours, 2 maximums. And if USRC get the victory today, they can thank Mohammad Sutter with his bat opening the batting. 7 runs off the over. Final delivery of the 15th. Shahid on strike. Swings hard. It's in the air. It's going to pick the gap as well. They had 2 players in place, Atkinson and Bimsaria, but nothing falling into the hands of the KCC players as they pick up another boundary and another over going for more than double figures. 11 off the over. Sutter brings up his half century. And Zaz Khan is going to take the ball from the bowling club end. 2 overs, 1 for 16. They've only got 2 wickets so far today. Been tough going with the ball for KCC. Nothing going right. Everything going right for USRC, though. Wouldn't they love to get a victory over their Jordan neighbours? Take bragging rights back around the corner to the USRC club. We put KCC's Premier League T20 campaign on the back foot to start with. No round robins as such. You only play each team once, as far as I'm aware. So 4 games for each side. If you lose one, really puts you on the back foot to start with. Nazaz Khan to Mohammad Sutter. Starts with a nice one outside off. Can dots do it for KCC, though? You'd feel like this partnership has to be broken. It's 76 off 46 deliveries. KCC need to get rid of these 2. And these 2, as I said, if they were out there at the 15 over mark, USRC are likely to win this, and they are as we're into the 16th over. Massive partnership after that second wicket fell. And that's going to be a 6 as well. Everything just easy for USRC. He's tried to put that one across over the back of the PLA and put it into the United Services Recreation Club, Mohammad Sutter. He knows where it is. It's back of the square. Not sure it had the legs. It went a long way. Aiming for Jordan Path behind us. My old commentary mate, Matt Potters-Botfield, will be happy to see the arm-waving lady is back, walking behind the side screen. I'm not sure if he's tuning in from Sydney. Might not be at the moment. If you're a KCC fan, it might be time to turn away. USRC fans will be very happy, though. A full one, below waist height. And everyone pushed back on the boundary, so there's a 2 in that. It didn't even get... Isinger thought there was a run out, but good running again. Been out there since the beginning, Mohammad Summer, and still running hard, putting the twos in. 8 in the books already, 3 balls remaining. Doing everything they need. The run rate required now under 8. They're going at 9.1. That's what a run rate required was for most of the day. They're just doing it that way, making sure that they get their 9s and 10s. Still picking it out off the toes nicely. Take a 1. Full. Again, just finds that easy single to long on. 10 off the over already. Hard to remember the last time USRC didn't find a boundary in an over. And once you do that, makes the rest of the over pretty easy. You can just punch around singles and twos. It's been a clever batting performance. On the chop down. Dribbles through to High Singer. End of the over, 10 off it. 16 done, 4 remain, just 33 required. At 8.25 from here for USRC. I'm going to save one over for a teak. I'm going to hand the ball to Jay Davidson, who will bowl out after this over.
Fighting boys, come on! We need 1 here, lads. 1 wicket, lads. Come on!
This will be a pivotal over for KCC. If they can't find a wicket in the 17th, you'd think USRC has this game done. They're bringing Sonny inside the circle from deep cover. And pulled away. Backward of square on the 45. They take the 1. But as it stands, it's hard to see where KCC are going to generate a wicket. These two incredibly set. 32 to win. They've got 87 run partnership, so they can bring up a 100 run partnership as well. Shahid's got time to bring up his half century. Tick all the milestones. Oh, big top edge, and that's not going to carry to anyone either. Just that kind of day for KCC Premier, and they're going to get back for 2. Oh, that's awfully close. That is out. Oh, my goodness. A wicket comes out of nowhere. It was skied up in the air. Fell safely. They went for 1. Then they decided to go for 2. The rocket arm of Fahad Hyatt throws it in. Davidson wisely ran down the pitch to make sure to get to the stumps as Heisinger had tried to chase it down as well. And out of nowhere, KCC have generated a wicket. It is the wicket of Mohammad Sada out for 60, I believe. I'll get confirmation, but I'm pretty sure he is out for 60. Well, I said KCC, if they wanted to be anywhere in this game as we get into the last death overs, they needed to generate a wicket, and out of nowhere came a wicket. And I can't tell you who's coming out to bat because they've got the vest on. We'll wait for confirmation. Being told it's Aftab Hussain coming out at number 5. It is a bit chilly out there. I've got the hoodie on. Finally, a new batter out to the middle, and Aftab finds an easy single.
Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. Yeah.
Tries to go the reversey. Not really required. He really just needs to rotate the strike. Poked it round the corner. Thoughts of 2? They're going to risk it again. They are not. Shahid Wasif had the no hand up very quickly. Get an update on the score at the moment. It's not what you can see on screen. It's close. While that gets fixed, I can tell you it is 148 for 3. USRC Premier require 28 of 18. That's 10 and a half as KCC fight back here. They've got a wicket last over. The T-Kickball's going to bowl out here. Full toss, crunched in the air. Is that going to be out there? Oh, it's been put down. Can you believe it? Mo Khan in the deep has put down Aftab Hussain at this point of the game. Well, that could be pivotal. Aftab Hussain survives. Shahid Wasif gets back on strike. Harried, it was low. He got down on it and it's popped out right at the last moment. And this one scooped up in the air. Atkinson driving, can't get to that one either. Mo Khan does the clean up. They get back for 2. Starting to get tight for both teams. That was not far away from an outstretched left arm of Jamie Atkinson. And they're going to keep putting pressure on the field by taking the singles. The boundaries have dried up as of late. All on that one wicket with Mohammad Sada. 24 off 15. And this one's going to make me screamy. I can feel it. I'm going to go right down to the wire. Sunny in the deep. Misfields. They get the boundary they needed. Huge in the context of the game. It got there as well. This over has not gone KCC's way. Drop in the deep. A misfield in the deep. And now, once again, USRC in the box seat. 20 off 14. Gets down. Take the one. To long off. Nine off the over. One ball remaining of the 18th. Full again on the pads. Atik asked the question. Not out is the answer. With an inside edge. Meaning 10 off the over. 18 required off 12. They stay at 9 runs per over required from here. Azaz Khan getting the penultimate over duties from the pavilion end. 3 overs, 1 for 26. Azaz Khan, Shahid Wasif, 18 off 12. One over the shoulder only. Shahid pleads his case. Umpire Venkat says one over the shoulder only. Dot ball. 18 off 11. Calls of catch. It's up in the air. Getting underneath it. Up, up, up. Down, down, down. The catch is taken. Shahid Wasif is gone. Farhad Hyatt takes another one. Massive wicket in the context of the game. Not just a wicket, a dot ball for KCC. Shahid Wasif out for 48 as USRC lose their fourth on 158. Azaz gets a second. Did I say I was going to have to get Yelly in these last few overs? Yes, I did. And yes, I am. Going down to the wire. 18 still required. Now 10 deliveries left. 2 new batters out in the middle. Benny Paras Singh joins Aftab Hussain. Shahid Wasif and Mohammad Sada did all they could to get the team up to the 176 mark. Now it's up to Aftab and Benny. Azaz Khan, 2 for 26. He's got 4 balls left of his spell. 18 off 10. Oh, on to Benny quickly. He manages to squirt it out back with a square. He'll take the one. A win for USRC as they rotate back to Aftab Hussain, but also a win for KCC. 17 off 9. A boundary in these last 3 balls will keep USRC in a nice little run chase. Dots are only singles, and forcing 14, 15 or 16 runs in the final over will put the pressure back on USRC. Swats away hard. It will be 1. Oh, almost a misfield as it spun on Mokan out there. But it is just a 1. $16 off 8. Charges. Has it got enough on it? It doesn't. Is it going to fall short of Jamie Atkinson? It does. Oh, I think he thought that was going to go over his head, Atkinson, and it actually ended up falling short of him. Benny gets another single. Luck's of fortune. 15 off 7. What can Aftab do? A maximum here means USRC are going to be on the up going into the final over. A dot, a wicket. KCC will take ascendancy. 1 ball left for Azaz Khan. 2 for 29 off 3.5. Swings hard. It's going to be a maximum. Stand and deliver. Watch out, kids, in the training nets. That's going all the way. Take evasion action. Evasive action over there. Wow. All of a sudden, USRC take the ascendancy into the final over. A maximum to finish off the penultimate. Stand and deliver. Aftab Hussain swings hard. Keep your eyes on the ball, kids. Oh, that young, actually. Should have been watching. Okay. 9 off 6. Exactly 9 runs came off that previous over with that maximum at the end. Is it Farhad Hyatt who gets the duties? He's gone at 11s in his first 3 overs. That's all USRC require. 9 off 6. Benny Paris Singh on strike, though. He has to find a single if they want to put the big hitting Aftab Hussain back on strike. Aftab 15 off 8. Benny 2 off 2. What does he do? Protection long with the long boundary to the bowling club. A big top edge, though. Could that generate a boundary? Here we go. Farhad Hyatt to Benny Paris Singh. Swings hard. They get the 1. The ball barely left the crease. But that's exactly what USRC wanted. Bring Aftab Hussain back on strike. He showed last over he can stand and deliver. 8 off 5. And big discussion. Wakas, head coach of Kowloon Cricket Club, comes across with captain Jamie Atkinson to have a chat to their new recruit this season, Farhad Hyatt. Where does he bowl this one? Obviously needs to keep it out of the arc, but also anything short. Aftab showing he's happy to send away to the short boundary. Oh, he keeps that inside the trams. It's a dot. 8 off 4. Well, we like excitement in the Cricket Hong Kong Premier League Series. I'm going to start the T20 with a thriller here. Either way, one of these teams is going to walk away with a fabulous victory. Scooped out. It's going to be 1. Mokan covers it. Make sure it's no more than 1. 7 off 3. Ascendancy back with KCC. Benny Paris back on strike. 3 off 3. Nerves all round for the 13 players out there in the middle. And another 9 sitting in the dugout watching on from the USRC tents as Farhad comes in again. Goes full. Inside the tram lines. Dot ball. 7 off 2. He went at 11s in his first 3 overs. 3 overs, none for 33. His final over has gone for 2 so far with 2 balls remaining. 7 off 2. A boundary is going to be required here. A maximum will tie the game. A 4 will keep USRC in the game as somebody decides to run across the sight screen right at the exciting moment. Here we go. Benny's ready. He's right across his stumps. He swings hard. It's not going to be a boundary. Wakas just jogs in to keep it to 1. 6 required off the final delivery. A 6 will win it for USRC. Anything less, and it will be a KCC win here in Game 1 of the Cricket Hong Kong T20 Series Premier League version. Short boundary to the swimming pool area. The leg side is short. Aftab Hussain, will he attack? Everyone at KCC around the ground on their feet watching on. Here we go, final delivery. It's full. It's flicked in the air. It's going to be taken by Shahid Puri, and somehow KCC get the win at Kowloon Cricket Club against USRC. What a victory. How did they defend that after being so far behind for most of this innings? KCC have got the win in Game 1. The idea from Aftab was right. He tried to poke it around the corner, but all he did was put it down the throat of the debutant Shahid Puri, who gets a win in his first ever Premier League T20 series game. Before we wrap up the broadcast, we're going to run through the batting and bowling cards here at KCC. What a game of cricket. The full 40, as it always is when I'm commentating, and right down to the last ball excitement. Okay, batting card for USRC. They almost got home. They got 170. They needed 176. The opener, Mohammad Sada, what a big knock that was. 60 off 49. That run out from Farhad Hyatt, though, really changed the complex of the game. Shahid Wasif, he was involved in an 80-plus run partnership with Sada, just missing out on his half-century. A 24 for Awais Jr., just off 12 deliveries, and into double figures for Zafar and Aftab Hussain. Benny Paras Singh not out in the end. The bowling card, as my throat starts to go at the end of the game. Only the 4 wickets to fall. How did KCC defend that? There's 5 wickets in total with the run out. 2 wickets for Azaz Khan, a wicket for Farhad Hyatt, and a wicket for Shahid Puri, and the catch on the final delivery, just as a welcome to the Premier League young 16-year-old Shahid Puri. So there you have it, match summary today. KCC Premier, they put on 43 runs in the final 2 overs, and boy, did they need it, because they only won by 5 in the end. Top scorer Azaz Khan for KCC Premier with 35, 28 not out from Tommy Highsinger. For US Premier, it was Sada with 60 and a 48 from Shahid Wasif. A 4 for Hassan Khan in the first innings, and a 2 for Azaz Khan. So there we have it. The first weekend of Premier League games are in the books for the T20 series. We'll be back next weekend from HKCC and Chin Kwong Road Recreation Ground. But until then, Aaron Bush signing off.